Hi guys! So for today's reading, we are going to be looking into what makes you so beautiful. We have 3 piles here. Pile 1, 2, 3. Take a moment to get in touch with your intuition and your higher self and pick the pile you feel most drawn to. And if you guys enjoy this reading, I would really appreciate the likes, comments, shares, subscribes. It really does help my channel to grow, and it helps to spread these messages to other people as well. And it's a great way to give back energetically for the energetic healing session I'm giving you here today. Another great way to do that is through donating to my channel. You can find my Cash App, PayPal, and Amazon wish list all in the description box below, and all of those things really help me as well, and I am very appreciative of anybody who has been doing that. You guys definitely help to support me as I'm supporting you in those fashions, so thank you for that. And thank you guys to everybody who has been leaving timestamps down there as well. That's another great way to give back, and I really do appreciate it. So let's get started with pile 1. For pile 1, what makes you so beautiful? You're somebody very abundant, very fertile. You are very colorful as well, and you're very protective of your energy and your space. You are very protective of the differences that you have within yourself, the uniqueness you have within yourself. The Island of Misfits is coming to mind. I feel like you guys know what it's like to not fit in, and so you don't like to see anybody left out. And if you find anybody who is looking like they're invisible or left out in the corner or something along those lines, then you guys are somebody who will put out a helping hand and will lift these people up and convince them to join in on what's going on around them, and to not feel so weird about themselves or so different or so outcasted. You guys are very abstract thinkers as well. You can see a lot of things that other people miss. You are somebody who really has the ability to look inside of situations and divine meanings that other people do not generally notice or see. You are somebody who is always learning, always growing. You work very hard. You are somebody who breaks a lot of karmic cycles and chains as well. Eternity is coming to mind. It's like the energy that you have to give out is constantly, you are constantly giving and receiving. You have a very good equal give and take when it comes to exchanges with people, where you give and you get, and you do not stop the flow. You are somebody who is very spiritual and very connected to the earth, very connected to your guides as well, very divinely led, and very pure in your intentions. So let's see what else we have here. What makes you so beautiful? We have Capricorn. You're very ambitious, very goal-driven, very grounded, down to earth. You work hard. We have Pisces. We have Virgo. You're very sensitive, emotional, intuitive. You have a very big imagination. You are somebody that is very in touch with your soft, vulnerable, emotional side. You have a lot of emotions. You have a lot of beauty as well, like ethereal beauty about you. You're somebody very calming, very earthly, very solid, reliable, somebody who likes to plan and organize things, somebody who's very structured in their thinking or their actions. You are somebody who is very successful as well. I eat success for breakfast is what came to mind. That's where that came from. Aquarius, friendly. So you're very friendly too. You are somebody that people feel like they can just have a harmonious conversation with, a peaceful day with. You bring a lot of beauty to the world around you. You could also be somebody who dresses in a manner that is very appealing as well. You really catch a lot of eyes with the way that you dress. You stand out very much. It's like your very own style sense. T, B, B. Butterfinger BBs is coming to mind for some reason in The Simpsons. Z, L. They used to have a commercial for Butterfinger BBs that The Simpsons did. Q, X, E, bet. W, wet. Let. Lex. Lex Luthor is coming to mind. X, lewd. T, newt. S, R. You're very intelligent as well. Very logical. Very intelligent. You may really enjoy reading a lot as well and learning a lot. Z, U, Azure. You may have some very beautiful blue eyes for some of you as well. Not necessarily all of you, but oh, hey, blue is here too. Nice. You could definitely have some very striking blue eyes. Some of you may have those blue eyes that are like ice when you look at them. They very, very much so catch attention, or like deep sea water. A, which means they could have a little bit of green in them too. H, either way, people really love your eyes. Whale, you're very compassionate, understanding, empathetic, intuitive. W, very emotionally intelligent. B, Y, bratty. You might be a little bit bratty at times. Bart is here too. And considering I mentioned Simpsons, Y, Y, R, W, G, gray. Some of you could have gray eyes too. Maybe even gray hair. White. Bright. You're very intelligent, very intelligent. SWAT. Shat. Shabby. Shabby chic. Your style may be a bit shabby chic as well. You could definitely be somebody who likes to do a lot of DIY projects, or you like to bring new life to things that would normally be thrown away. So you're not very wasteful as well, and that's part of what the appeal is for you too. Burberry. There's a cologne called Burberry. That stuff is amazing. You could definitely have a certain smell about you, or a certain perfume or cologne that you wear that really is very intoxicating to people, that people really just love. Wang. Bang. Yang. You could have a lot of masculine energy within you, even though you have this very beautiful, emotional, intuitive, strong sense about you. As far as your feminine energy, you have a balance of masculine energy in there as well. Heat. People feel a very strong heat or attraction between you, a chemistry. Shoddy. Shoddy. People could really feel like you are very down for them. You're very loyal in situations as well. You're very wise, very strong, very grounded, very down to earth. Ganesh is actually the elephant, or is actually the representation of this elephant. Some of you could be Indian as well, and not like Native American, like Indian. You're very courageous, very strong, very emotionally stable as well. You are somebody who goes after what you want. You have a lot of drive, motivation, ambition, a lot of passion for life, but this passion is very grounded as well. It's not just like fly by the seat of your pants type of passion. It is grounded passion, filled with integrity, filled with wisdom, filled with knowledge. You are somebody who is very, very wise, very knowledgeable about a lot of different things. The Lovers, the Magician, Judgment, and the King of Cups. So you are somebody, once again, who is very emotionally balanced, stable, mature, somebody who is very emotionally intelligent as well. You are somebody who does not mind expressing your emotions either. You are not worried about it. You are not fearful about it. You know that no matter what is going on around you emotionally, you will be able to ride that storm, and you will be able to come out on top. You're very forgiving. You are somebody who you're very forgiving. I feel like you leave the door open a lot of times for the chance for people to do the right thing. You are non-judgmental, open-minded. You are somebody that really is very live and let live energy. You have all the skills, tools, knowledge available at your disposal to create the life that you desire, and you are very good at creating that life you desire. You know what I'm really loving? The fact that this Magician card has the infinity symbol up here again, and it matches this. So that really fits in very well together. So, you definitely have the self-love, the self-motivation, the ability to communicate, the ability to see through situations, the ability to put things together, the ability to remain grounded, stable, and solid. You're a very loyal person as well. You are definitely somebody who really creates magic in the world around you. You are somebody who chooses what you want to do, and you allow others to choose what they want to do as well. You are not somebody who tries to control people. You are not codependent. You are somebody who has a lot of interdependent connections and relationships. You are definitely somebody who believes in live and let live. And another thing that could be beautiful about you is how you are when you're in a relationship. People really love your energy in a relationship. Philosopher's Stone, powerful manifestation of wishes and goals by harnessing the universal energy, right above the Magician. That is what you are. And the thing that's coming to mind too is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. In most countries, in this country it's the Sorcerer's Stone. But basically, that stone was able to allow you to live forever. I feel like you are somebody who believes that energy never dies. And also, I was thinking about the Mirror of Erised in that too, which is why I actually stopped for a second, because I feel like you are somebody who knows that you need to be careful for what you wish for. You are somebody who takes into account all things before you start manifesting. Tree of life, true wisdom, and making good choices in life. Basically, the elephant that's back here. You learn from the things that you go through. You remember the things that you go through, and you take that knowledge and wisdom on to the next thing. We also have great at working in groups and works very well alone. You have very solid work ethic, and people trust your work. So you are somebody who's very solid in your work. You work well in a group, but you also work well alone. And people really do trust you and your work ethic, and they trust that they can rely on you, that you will be stable. Your outfits are so unique. You are one of a kind. I love that that came out, because that's what I was saying earlier too. No one could ever fill your shoes, even if they tried. You are very different, and you don't feel like that's a bad thing. It is what makes you beautiful. And you don't ever change unless it's to bring out more of yourself. The way that you handle yourself in the situations you find yourself in is so admirable. You are on fire. There's the fire on the elephant card too. People turned their back on you. You were left out in the cold with no support. If this didn't happen, you wouldn't know your own strength or who was real in your life. Be grateful. It's a blessing in disguise. And don't lose hope. You will succeed in your goals. You also handled this very well, and you are an inspiration to all. So you handled the situations that you have been given in life that were not the best with grace, dignity, integrity. You are somebody who really keeps your head up, and you continue walking regardless of what comes your way or what is thrown at you. And people are really inspired by you. They very much so admire you. And now you also know who is real in your life and who is not by the things that have played out in these scenarios that did not seem like they were a good thing at the time, but you might be seeing the blessings in them at this point. You are a blessing in the lives of others that you come into contact with. When people mess with you, karma comes swiftly. Even if you can't see it, others know. You are very pure and loving. So people know that because of the energy that you bring, because you are like an angel on this earth, you really bring a lot of good things to the world around you and the people around you. And in general, when people fuck with you, that comes back on them very quickly, and people know that. So at this point, they know not to mess with you, although there are still going to be some people who do try to do it and get away with it because it's like, oh, challenge accepted. Some people can't help themselves. I feel like you are a test for a lot of people as well, and a lot of people did not pass that test. But that does not mean that you are not amazing. That just means that they couldn't hold up their end. So that is what I have for this pile, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would love to hear what you guys thought about it in the comments below, whether or not it resonated with you, what you might be going through, whether or not these qualities are something that you feel like you possess. And I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. Pile 2. So for you guys, You guys are somebody who definitely does not color within the lines. You are somebody who stands out. You are somebody who does things your own way. You are somebody who is very colorful, very loud, very bold, very adventurous, very out there. You are definitely somebody who has a lot of courage, bravery, integrity, dignity. You are somebody who is very respectful of others, and you demand respect as well. You are somebody who does not put up with bullshit from people. You are somebody who knows your worth, you know your value, and you do not accept anything less. Nationals. You could definitely be somebody who is very good at something to the point that you have been recognized or have been successful on a very wide scale. You are somebody who has been through a lot, and you have been able to really, it's like everything that you have been through has just tempered you into a more amazing, more beautiful, unique, and amazing person, a very strong person. Because of everything that you have been through, nothing could ever tear you down or break you down. I feel like you have dealt with a lot of cockroaches, a lot of people around you that have been in very dark or low vibrational energy, and who have really tried to continuously come back and mess with you or your life or whatever you are doing. And I feel like the light that you shine is so bright that it causes all of these cockroaches to just scatter. It exposes them all and runs them away. Pisces, Taurus, trustworthy, Libra, Gemini. You are somebody who really sees both sides of a situation. You are somebody who's very charismatic, very charming, very intelligent. You're very good at communicating. You are very good at having a very intelligent conversation as well. You are somebody that is sometimes perceived as two-sided or two-faced or something along those lines, but you just see everything from every perspective there is, and that's all there is to it. You are somebody who is very balanced. You're very fair-minded. You like to do the right thing, and you try to do the right thing. You strive to do the right thing. You are somebody who loves the luxuries of life, and you love to enjoy the comforts of life. You love eating and good food. You love family and friends. You love being at home a lot of times. You might also, even though you love being at home, you love being out, and you love being around people. You really enjoy a good conversation, a good debate, maybe even just going out to a party and having a good time. You are definitely an amnivert. You need your time alone. You need your space. You need to be able to recharge, to rest, to take care of your own things, but you also like going out and being around people and enjoying life and living it. You're very in touch with your intuition. You may be fairly emotionally mature and intelligent as well. You have a lot of gifts spiritually too, I feel like, for this pile. A lot of beautiful gifts spiritually. We have L, T, H, Letha, R, Heather, R, T, Hurt, U, Y, Handy. You're very handy. I feel like you are good at working with people who are hurt or in pain as well. You're good at making the hurt less. X, N, F, fun, funny, flirty. Yeah, like I said before, you could definitely be somebody who enjoys having a good time and enjoys living life. You don't see the point of life if you're not going to live it. G, W, D, Y, V, W. I feel like you are somebody who COVID has not slowed down much at all, because you don't see a point in protecting yourself and staying alive if you're not going to live life. So you're not somebody who's going to lock yourself away for months at a time. That's not going to happen. Gun, Gunther, Gundy, Gentry, Funds, Hunt, Hunter, Hulk, Rut, Gut. You follow your gut instinct a lot, especially when it comes to the people that you interact with or the things that you do. Guilt, some people could feel guilty for hurting you as well. There could definitely be some people who feel guilt for hurting you. Rabbit, camel. So you're somebody very abundant, very fertile, somebody that really is very quick, very fast-paced, able to move quickly, able to think on your toes. You may be somebody who has a little bit of anxiety at times or worries over things, and people feel like there's no reason that you need to worry over things because you could handle anything. You are somebody who has been through a lot. You have been really tested, tried, and gone through a lot, and you have been able to make your way through it. You have been able to remain grounded and stable. It doesn't matter what is going on in your life or how little resources you have. You are able to make that into something. You are able to live with it. You are able to thrive in any situation, no matter how harsh it is. You have a lot of emotional reserves as well, and I feel like you really bring a lot of emotional healing to people. Temperance. The Chariot, Temperance, and the Camel are very similar. Two of Wands, Two of Swords, Ace of Swords, Four of Wands. So you are somebody who's very patient, very persistent, very diligent. You have a lot of faith and trust in the path that you are taking. You're somebody who is able to delve into your emotions and your passions while still remaining very grounded. You are able to move quickly and still resist temptation. You are somebody who is very good at acknowledging and noticing both your shadow side and your light side, both your masculine side and your feminine side. You bring both of these sides of yourself into alignment with each other so that you can follow your intuition towards your happiness in a very grounded way. And even though you are very fast-paced, very quick moving, you are very grounded in this energy as well. You are somebody that people feel like you have the world in the palm of your hands, and you could really choose to go any direction you want, but you know what your purpose is and what direction you want to go in. And so you take time to really look within and understand your intuition and make the decision that's best for people. Sometimes you might get a little lost in indecision, but it doesn't take you very long to figure out what you need to do, why you need to do it, where you need to go, or what needs to be said. I feel like you are somebody who sees to the heart of the matter when it comes to other people, and you speak the truth, and this really helps them to be able to see things more clearly as well. Because of the experience you have gone through, you understand what is causing them to feel indecisive, and a lot of times it could be related to fears that are causing people to hold back. And because you have worked with that yourself and gone through that yourself, you may be able to help people work through these fears and listen to their intuition more clearly. Mystic Star, harmony in the home and great friendships. Happy love. Joyful, stable partnership, and good friends. So your marriage or your relationships or your partnerships or your family life, all of those things could be something that makes you very beautiful as well. The way that you interact in those situations, the way that you're patient with people, the way that you are good at really making the decisions necessary in situations. You are somebody who speaks truth, and you bring a lot of peace and harmony through what you speak. You have very stable, strong thinking process as well. Your thinking process is very stable, very strong. You are somebody who celebrates your wins. You celebrate your victories. You celebrate the wins and victories of people around you as well. You like to celebrate those milestones, and you like to live life, and you enjoy really just taking time to celebrate life and the abundance and the fertility and growth around you and the people around you and the experiences around you. You really enjoy having a lot of new experiences as well. Let's see what else we have. You are so amazing with animals and with kids. You could be a parent or a teacher. You are patient and you are kind. You have a big imagination as well, and you connect very easily with kids. Like I said before, you're definitely patient. You have a very big imagination. You connect very easily with kids, very effectively with kids. You are very good with animals and children, and your calm, beautiful energy is something that they love, but you are also up for an adventure anytime, and kids love that too. Oh, hey, I didn't even realize that came out. Likes traveling thrill and adventure. Makes everything seem fun and new, always ready to try new things. Playful and fun. Excitement is always to be had with you around. So you are a very exciting person, somebody who is on to the next new thing. You really enjoy doing things that bring you a lot of fun and excitement. You like trying new things, trying new foods, trying new ideas, things like that. Your makeup and hair is always on point. You are very good at designing, whether it be a house, fashion, or advertising. You are very creative. A genius in how you see things and put them together. So you could be very good at fashion design. You could be very good at designing clothes. You might be very good at designing toys for some of you. You're very good at designing things and putting them together in a good way. Your feng shui is good as well. You don't care. Your house is very beautiful for a lot of you. You don't care what others think about you. You don't care what they say. You don't care if they like you or not. You are one of a kind, and you know that that is beautiful. Your confidence is inspiring, to say the least, and that's probably a lot of the reason why kids like being around you too, because you are not somebody who's constantly worried about the opinions of others, so you're not constantly telling them to shut up or be quiet or be perfect when you're around people, because you can't be that way. You have to be this way. You volunteer a lot, and you don't like to see anyone in pain. You are an angel here on earth. You are proper, responsible, and careful with your actions, and you are very respectful of others and their beliefs. So you are somebody who lives and let lives. You're very respectful, you have a lot of good manners. You are really good at talking to people, and you are a volunteer a lot of times too. And that really, and by the way, the volunteer token came out in pile 3, so, or the button. If you guys are feeling drawn to pile 3, here's your chance to verify that. So that is pretty much what I got about this pile, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear what you guys thought about it in the comments below, whether or not it resonates with you, what you might be going through, who you might be, and I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. Pile 3. So for you guys, I'm hoping that I don't have to make a part 2 for this, because the storage thing keeps flashing at me and I can't change that in the middle of it, or I have to make a part 2 anyway. So I'm going to try to make it through this quick, and we'll see what makes you so beautiful. You are somebody who brings a lot of transformations and transitions, and when you bring these, you bring them stably in. You are somebody who has went through a lot, and you have been able to bring your thoughts into a grounded space. You are somebody who celebrates your progress. You celebrate the things that you learn. You celebrate all of the things that people may think are negative things, because you know that they are blessings in disguise. We share in the joy of volunteering. You are somebody who loves to volunteer. You are somebody who can work with people no matter who they are. You are somebody that sees differences as a chance to grow and expand as well. You have a very strong crown chakra, and you are very connected to the signs, synchronicities, and messages that come your